Welcome to Talak-E-Talks. This is Tila-pia. Words back.
Hello, and I am Shanti Sapsap.
And for today's episode, we've been telling our come out stories na ibang mga friends namin, at kung sino man. At baka naman sabihin na puro baklala yung nagka-come out, nagka-come out sa mga stories natin. So we've invited isang lesbiana o lesbiana talaga, di ba?
For more representation.
For representation, di ba?
We welcome diversity here.
Baka ma-awardan kami. Pero syempre, pag-usapan natin yan kung how syempre, very specific naman. We're not gonna talk about the whole spectrum ng mga lesbiana. Kasi syempre, iba't ibang ano pa rin yan. This is a very specific coming out story. So, bago pa natin dahil sumasabat na siya sa atin, Shamsi, let's welcome si Doc J.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Doc J.
Hello, Doc.
So, thank you for joining us, Doc J. So,
Thank you so much.
First question lang, because I use the term lesbiana or lesbian. Do you use that term, or are you, kasi di ba may ibang mga tao sa mundo natin na people like us na hindi pa rin kakomportable sa mga terms na ginagamit for themselves?
Yes. I think when I say I'm gay instead of I say I'm a lesbian. I'm just more comfortable saying na I'm gay.
At pwede malaman kung paano kung bakit meron pa rin kasi okay, disclaimer na friend ko naman po in-invite ko na I've known her for quite some time na rin, pero sa friendship natin parang napansin ko nga na medyo hindi mo masyado ginagamit yung term na lesbian. I think you even corrected me na before na parang sabi mo you're more of a lipstick lesbian na that, diba? Parang remember that? And I wasn't sure that time kung ano pa yung, kasi ito early on pa to na hindi ko alam yung term na lipstick lesbian.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe I just got so used to it na I call myself gay instead of lesbian. Siguro kasi for me, para sa akin din, para meron akong stereotype. You know, we grew up in the 2000 generation, you know, earlier. Na para pag sinabi mong lesbiana, you think of, you know, someone who's more, you know, very boyish, medyo...
Yung butch talaga.
Butch. Parang, for me, parang so preference ko lang to be called, you know, to say that I'm gay instead of just, I don't know, you know, I'm a lesbian. I don't know if that will answer your question.
No. And like I said sa intro, kasi 'di ba, marami din naman tayong mga different parang spectrum of stories din. Parang kaya hindi pa rin lahat talaga is comfortable sa terms. It took me a while before I can call myself bakla or homo. Parang kasi nga for the longest time akala ko talaga negative yung connotation. Parang ino-own up ko pa lang yung term na yun parang the last 3-4 years siguro. Kasi parang mas out na ako sa family ko din. May level of comfort na. So I kinda understand yung kung saan yung discomfort in a way to use that term, di ba?
Yes.
Pero,
exactly. Yeah.
Pero right now, you are fully out sa family and sa mundo mo ngayon?
I would say like maybe 80%. So within my immediate family, I'm fully out na. Alam mo, with my mom, I just fully came out was around March last year. I had to tell her. I mean, it's a known fact, you know. It's a known secret. Alam mo, unspoken. Parang ganyan. Pero finally, I said it na parang talagang sinabi ko na eto, nagpasaksal na kami, was just, you know, in the middle of pandemic last year.
So, nabanggit mo na nga, so you are in a committed relationship, you are married, tama?
I am married, yes.
Congratulations! True love!
You were there.
Yeah, I know. Salamat sa invitation. I mean, that was really one of our parang touching moments sa friendship natin na parang, in-invite ako na girl to think na very secretive yung event pa that time na parang, nakaka-touch naman.
Ito kasi 'di ba, I mean even before you've always said that ikaw ang gagawa ng video namin when I get married.
I made the promise. Promise are meant to be kept sa atin, 'di ba? Ganon.
Yeah.
So, Doc J, kailan mo na-realize na, do you remember the specific moment na, shit, I think I'm gay? Or bakit merong gantong, or sexual or whatever instance na
Yeah.
na-realize mo na you are attracted to the same gender? Kumbaga.
Yeah, and siguro, I mean, I've been thinking about that this morning, kung paano ko ba, ano ba yung coming out story ko, na parang, di ba, usually, coming out, parang conceptualize siya as this one singular, event na experience, di ba? Which is, sa totoong buhay, hindi naman talaga ganun yung case, di ba? So, ako, I remember, I transferred to our school when I was in 3rd year, and there was this girl who, na lumapit sa akin and, kinuha yung number ko, and then sabi niya kung pwede niya akong tawagan. And the purpose of that was really, para lang maging kayong friends, but eventually that closeness really evolved into like intimacy. And I guess dun ko na-realize na, shit, ano ba? Am I gay? Or what is this? Is this just a phase? Parang dun ko siya unang na-realize.
I'm sorry, Doc, when was this? Like 3rd year high school?
High school.
Or high
3rd year
school?
high.
Oh, okay.
So in a way, medyo late na rin kung totoo siya. Diba? Kasi for example, yung iba, parang early on of talagang onset of adolescence, parang meron ng level of
So prior to that interaction, Doc, you've never felt any attraction to another girl?
I mean, I wouldn't call it attraction. So I had a best friend in 6th grade. Now, we were just always talking on the phone.
Okay.
Always talking on the phone. Like every night we would talk on the phone, na part na yun na parang magtatampo ka sa kanya pag hindi ka tinawagan. But you never, hindi mo siya naisip ever in a more intimate na parang gay level na parang ganun nararamdaman ko. Pero looking back, na parang naisip ko, baka yun na yun pala. Yung parang you're always on the phone talking to each other. You guys are writing each other letter, exchanging letters, na parang walang mali sa inyo during that time. Pero looking back, na parang siguro eto na yun. Eto na pala yung simula na yun. Parang gano'n.
Oh.
Pero talaga lang siyang naging totoo, true to life, is nung 3rd year.
But you've never had crushes before that? Kasi yun yung panahon na uso yung crushes, di ba?
Or
sa mga teenagers.
Naalala ko nung grade 1 ako, merong yung kapitbahay namin, my cousin who would always come for the summer. Ang pangalan pa nga niya, Maru.
Natatawa ka sa pangalan ni Maru.
And itong si Maru was like having this summer fling with my brother, with one of my older brother. Pero parang gustong ko siya nakikita. But again, you never thought of anything. Alam mo yun. Looking back, naisip ko nga, baka yun na pala yung crush, di ba, nung childhood. Pero syempre, nung time na hindi mo iniisip,
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. So,
so Maru, kung asan ka man.
Nandito si Doc ngayon. Naalala ka? Yung mga summers niya na magkasama noon.
si Maru, yeah.
So nung high school, so medyo hindi man lilihes, medyo link pa rin. So yung attraction mo kay high school friend or was kasi di ba parang ang nagiging talagang basihan minsan usually yung sexual encounter na Mas nauna ang sexual encounter mo sa male or sa si high school ba ang first or sa female ka mas talagang unang nag-explore?
So no, I mean when I was kasi I studied in Saudi Arabia before, diba? Before I came to our high school ng 3rd year. So meron akong parang naging fling din doon. And wala, nag-kiss kami. Parang ganon. Yun yung first ko na encounter, na intimate encounter.
Lalaki to.
Lalaki to. Yeah. And the only thing that I can remember from that encounter is that ang tigas ng mga hair niya.
Wait,
may facial hair.
Filipino to?
Pinoy.
Pinoy naman. Okay.
Yung naalala ko sa kanya, parang that's the only thing that I can
So, hindi sila ganun ka-memorable, kumbaga.
Di mo
Memorable
bet, di
in
mo
a
bet
way.
may bigote.
Oo, ano parang ganun pa rin feeling mo. Yeah.
Tapos nung na-experience mo na ang girl did have a different effect on you?
Yeah.
Parang siguro mas yun ang
Yeah.
gusto ko
So,
malaman.
di ba nung high school, na parang syempre, okay, pero you still want to belong kasi, di ba? You're in that stage na you're parang, you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to parang figure out who you are. And syempre, high school, you want to belong. Yan ang di ba? You want to belong sa high school. So of course, identity crisis ka. I also dated boys during that time. Pero alam mo, it's so funny because I always remember na parang the first talagang hindi ko makalimutan na difference talaga of a girl and a boy is really, I really don't like the smell of boys. And the touch of them. And I'm sorry guys, no offense to you. Sorry.
Okay lang.
One of my parang very vivid experience ko is yung smelling the skin of a boy na parang for me was not very attractive.
Ay, alam mo, doon tayo nagkakaiba kasi we love the smell of boys. Especially yung pawis-pawis na boys.
Pheromones, no? May adverse effect kay ate.
Oo, magkaiba nga talaga tayo, girl. Kasi yun naman ang gustong-gusto namin.
Yung may bubong.
Oo. So may moment na nung nag-enjoy ka na, sabi ko, shit, ano ba yun, parang yung moment na, kasi parang, I'm assuming you kept doing it with girls, and then that maybe sealed the deal na, shit, I think I'm gay nga talaga. Parang may ganung moment ba talaga? Or very baby steps din, na parang you just kept with the flow in a way?
Yeah. Na kasi parang I never, so like early high school and early college, I was still trying to figure out. Alam mo, trying to still figure ano ba talagang gusto kong, girls ba talaga o boys. So even in college, even when I was with the first girl, I was with a boy. Yeah. Alam mo yun?
Yes. Yeah.
Pang front at the same time, you're still trying to figure out what you really want. Pero, I really never found the connection. I never had that connection with any boys talaga. Anyone that I was with, na kahit na they're good guys, na parang hindi ko na nakita yung connection that I have with girls. Yung intimacy, yung passion, yung connection that I have with girls. Sa boys, parang it was like, wala kayong connection. Parang ganun. Wala talaga.
So Doc, just going back to what you said, so you were kind of living some sort of a double life nung panahon yun, na may girlfriend ka, at the same time may boyfriend ka. Was your, of course, but you're obviously pivoting sa girlfriend talaga, right? And just for show yung guy. Was the girl entirely aware of the situation?
Actually, we were doing it both. More of, to be honest, more of to front it. I mean, partly you're still trying to figure out, but the more we were into the relationship, the more we used the boys to kind of cover up, what we were doing, what we were really, alam mo yun. So there was actually one time na nag-double date kami. Wild, grabe.
Nakakaloka yung double date.
So that's what we did. The more we got into the relationship, we really, I'm sorry to say, we really used the guys to cover up what we were really.
Siguro question ko lang naman ngayon, parang did that stem from something na talagang may fear of being outed or?
Yeah, of course. I mean, again, when was this? This was in the, late 90s ba? Tama ba?
Yung high school natin is late 90s.
Yeah, late 90s, right? So hanggang, nung first ko hanggang, I think 2003 kami. So again, you're so scared of how people will, you don't know if, tatanggapin ba kayo or how are they going
Or
to react to you?
yung shame, di ba? Everybody
Exactly. Oo,
feels
yeah.
that.
You want to, again, you want to
Uh-uh.
belong, you want to be normal.
Mhm.
You want to be normal. Really, as simple as,
Mhm.
but you're not, you know. So, kaya we did this for a long time. And I only did that with her. Siya lang no, nung first ko. Yeah, I think we were together for 4 to 5 years, I believe.
Oo, actually lahat ng relationship mo long term din naman. In fairness naman sa iyo, parang hindi ka nakataan
Parang
ng
walang
fling.
fling-fling.
Medyo long term din talaga
Yeah,
halos lahat.
oo. Meron akong period of time na parang mga siguro 2 to 3 years, meron akong mga ganyang konting fling. But real, but genuine. Short, I wouldn't say fling. Short,
Short lang talaga. Oo.
but real. Parang gano'n.
So, kailan yung kailan naman yung moment na parang medyo komportable ka na out? Kasi for example, yung sa case ko, nung nag-FEU ako, dahil alam kong I will be stepping into a new environment,
Yeah.
merong part of it na parang, maybe I can really start my new who I am in a way, which kind of led to a double life din. Parang tuwing umuwi ako sa probinsya natin, medyo bumabalik ako sa pagiging yung ibang persona ko pero eventually, nagme-meld din eh. Parang, so kailan yung moment mo na parang unti-unti ka na mas naging komportable to be
Naging
yourself?
confident about yourself.
So, it's so hard to say because yung confidence, yung coming out ko was more of like cyclical, repetitive process. Like for example, when I was in med school, I was very comfortable of who I was. So I was out. And then of course, you know, I moved to a different country. You know, I go into residency. So again, it's like, ano ba, mag-out. Again, it's another process. Mag-out ba ako? And it really took time for me to get comfortable then before I outed myself, right? And then again, from residencies from Jersey, which is, you know, in the East Coast, I moved to Midwest, which is a more, you know, rural area. Again, it's another coming out process for me. So in those different phases of my life, I eventually became comfortable, like in different circumstances. Do you guys get what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, since med school, comfortable na ako hanggang sa nag-move ako sa hanggang nandito na. Parang yeah.
An adjustment for every movement na nangyayari.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But what about family? You mentioned yung sa mom mo, parang it's a lot later in life now. But what about like, let's say, I guess cousins and probably siblings, like during the whole process?
So the siblings early on, like my youngest sister, of course, and then my brother early on, maybe, you know, when I was in med school, with my other older siblings, parang ano na rin siya, para lang siyang, alam lang nila, you know, nurse, you know, coming out na out ako. In-out ko na rin lang na totally, na sinabi ko was when I told them that I got married. Because I didn't invite any of my family members.
And that's a whole different story altogether. medyo ipakulay ang buhay.
May drama yun na involved.
Drama talaga, di ba?
Choice lang namin kasi nga, ano ba? I mean, you know, it was...
Can we call on the wife ba? Charot? Can we call
a friend.
Call a friend.
Kailangan ng tulong.
Just wanted, you know, we just wanted it to be a pure celebration. Everyone's just happy for you. Your friends who've accepted you for so long.
Naman.
So ano ba, Han? Paano ba yon? Bakit ba natin hindi pinaalam?
Because your partner, she's just not out pa rin. That's why, di ba? Parang may ganung factor di ba?
It makes sense, di ba? Kasi syempre, I mean, it's your day, right? So, obviously, kailangan comfortable kayo. Di ba? We should eliminate things that would make us awkward.
And I have to admit, I mean, I haven't been to a lot of gay weddings, for example, but I mean, that was so ideal, so intimate. It's just a group of friends celebrating you guys. Diba? Everyone was crying, including me. Well, because it was really just a celebration of love. Na parang there's I guess you're coming from na you just don't want your day to be ruined by the drama na kailangan na pwede mang wala na eh. Parang we're just there to celebrate your love. And that was really that happened that day. And I'm so happy to be part of it. So, yeah.
And we're happy that you were part of it also.
Yeah. Pero asa na yung jowa kong doktor na gwapo na nasa dulo? Kaso straight.
Yung pala yung kapalit.
Kaya. Interview yung mga closet episode. Yung
Oy, naging statement ka. Hindi naman siya sure. Kasi inaasam namin na hindi siya out.
Ay, di naman
more details. Ano to?
Gwapo tong doktor na to, grabe.
Pinoy din.
Pinoy din.
Wawi Di Guzman level. Hindi naman.
Hindi naman. Actually, si Dominic Roque ang sabi ko, di ba? Na parang Pinoy version ng Dominic Roque. Kasi medyo
Pinoy naman si Dominic Roque.
Kasi maputi siya. Ito medyo moreno. Kumbaga.
Okay. Parang, okay.
Sabi ko, puti ba si Dominic? Bait pa nun. Sobrang bait.
Oo. Tsaka nagpapalandi naman siya nung gabi, nung lasing na. Kasi nung pre-dinner rehearsals, dumarating pa siya sa restaurant. Sabi ko, tangin ang gwapo nito. Sa sarili ko talaga. Sabi ko, nalis na tayo.
Pero bading din to. Talaga na-curious na ako. No? Yun ang pag-uusapan natin.
Hindi daw siya bading eh.
Ay, hindi.
Pero ano daw siya? Ano ba sabi niya na parang hindi daw niya kino-close yung doors niya?
Yun nga. Actually, nung gabi, nung ginigrill natin siya, di ba? Parang,
kaya nabuhayan ka na loob.
meron pang dalawa si Doc J na friend na straight din. So, tatlo sila. Tapos parang yung tatlong lalaki, yung tinanong namin na, na parang dinner namin sila. Parang for example, at the end of the world, parang ganyan, are you gonna have sex with a guy? parang yung dalawang lalaki talaga, no. Siya lang yung nagsabi na parang open siya. Parang sabi ko, ay, open siya!
1 out of 3, di ba? Pwede na yun. At least.
Sabi ko, sana end of the world na. Parang ako.
Nabuhayan ka na loob and then.
Parang sabi ko, hi, end of the world na. It's time. Kakaloka. Anyways, iba na.
Okay, sorry.
Ano na, may question ka ba?
Ano ka nag-usapan natin?
Anyways, circling back talaga para meron ako circling back. Did you have a regret naman that you didn't come out this early or you were okay naman? If we have to rewind, Doc J, yung mga nangyari sa buhay mo as a gay person, is there something that you regret or you
No regrets. No regrets at all.
Wow.
No regrets
at dahil yan, why?
I mean, I look at my life now, I live here. I have a beautiful, wonderful, perfect wife.
Ikaw na talaga. Ikaw na.
Seriously, whatever I did in the past really led me to where I am now. Alam mo yon, na parang wala talaga akong maisip na regrets ko in general, in life in general, even not only being gay but overall sa buhay ko. Parang wala akong maisip na regrets ko. Everything I charge to experience, parang everything I've learned from kung ano man yung mga mistakes ko in life, and whatever I did or did not do really brought me to where I am now, which is parang this is the life that I dreamt of, that I've always written in my diaries years.
So susundot lang ako dyan. So, you've always dreamed of living with a partner, with kasi di ba, for example, most of the gay people like me, like for us, medyo mas mas cynical yung tingin sa buhay kasi alam nila na parang gay relationship doesn't work. Lagi, for example, for us, for homosexual guys, parang laging merong idea of baka pera-perahan lang lagi. Pero ikaw, ever since, you've always dreamt of having this ideal marriage setup?
Yes. I've always visualized that, a state of happiness and contentment with a person, with a wife and a dog and basically the only thing that we're missing sa na-imagine ko ever is that we would be living in a house near the beach, which we are nowhere
close to nowhere.
We're in the middle of nowhere. Pero alam mo yun, that will
eventually, di ba? Hindi naman siya out of the picture pa rin. So
yan yung na-visualize ko ever since na maybe more of feeling ng contentment and happiness.
So girl, kulang lang tayo sa visualization. Parang ganun sinasabi niya.
Kailangan ba ng visual board? Kailangan i-post yan sa bedroom. Titignan bago matulog or
and
pagising.
Neil, to be honest, I've always been like from the very, very beginning, everything that, I've done in my life, everything I've really visualized, and that's something that I do on a constant basis.
Sige na nga, tayo na din.
Oh, yeah.
Kasi Doc J, you were very competitive nung high school and I remember, you are our captain ball sa varsity ng basketball girls, diba?
Yeah.
I know this might sound very stereotypical for someone who's gay or lesbian, but you were also very boyish and during that time period. How do you reconcile that? Parang, or was that part of you think? You know what I mean? Parang alam mo yun, parang, or it didn't really matter because you just like sports?
Yeah. So no, it didn't have anything to do with my, with me being gay. I just, ever since we were in Saudi Arabia, I was playing volleyball, basketball, softball. I was swimming. I'm tall. I'm very athletic yung build ko. But it has nothing to do with, being gay. It just so happened I'm tall. Yeah. So,
pero naman nakakaloka, may time parang ginagawa kang muse ng parang ayaw mo
binibining agham.
Oo, kasi nagbinibining agham yan, si girl.
Sorry,
binibining agham. Miss Science, kumbaga. Oo, nakakaloka yung mga panahon na yun.
So when you were like sa high school setup, I know that kahit paano you were comfortable kasi sabi mo nga parang tinatago mo. So nobody around you, like yung set of friends mo na, had an inkling about what you really wanted? Or were you ever, I guess, teased at the very least?
Yeah, actually, high school was a very awkward stage and awkward phase, and not really the best, time of my life. Because, you're a transferee. Everyone there knew each other from kindergarten. They were friends for the longest time.
Grew up together.
So close, I came in third year. I was so tall, I'm like...
And you were from a different country. So may level of and you spoke English well, and you were tall. And
I was so tall na parang out of place ako, na parang ganun.
Just for everybody's reference, how tall are you, Doc?
I'm 5'10".
Yeah, for a female, especially sa school namin, it was super stand out talaga.
Na parang actually I'm taller than 99% of the boys during that
time.
Yes.
So very awkward stage, very awkward, traumatic stage sa akin yung high school. And at the same time, kasi nga you're trying to hide this secret, pero I know during that time that pinagchichismisan kami. I just know it's a fact. It was a fact. Alam mo yun, alam ko na people, some people would tease us. I remember one of the boys would always ask me and my first na, saan kayo nag-date kagabi? There were things like that. So, so parang very, I really wanted to get out of high school as soon as possible.
But this is how naive I was. Even though we were friends. Because I didn't know that they were together until we were in college na. Nung sinabi niya sa amin nung college, ako pa yung nagulat, parang, Parang 3 years na kayo? Parang may gano'n sa akin. Ganun sila kagaling magtago nung high school na I didn't even realize na, because in school, you guys projected that you were friends, barkada, ganun lang. Not to the level of na we would actually, like, at least on my end, na I would think na, sila ba? But parang they're super extra close. Kasi they weren't really like super PDA sa school.
Tapos hindi naman kami classmates eh. Hindi kami classmates. Yeah.
So we know that they hang out. Parang ganun lang. Tapos nalaman ko nung college, nagsisex pala sila lagi. Parang ganun.
Kaya yun nga yung makikibutt in ako. Yun yung difference feeling ko with lesbians and gays. Like ikaw, di ba, pag dalawa kayong guys, best friend kayo, parang pag-iisipan kayo na baka sila, magkasama sila lagi. But with girls, di ba, parang hindi ka naman pag-iisipan na parang may kasama ka lagi na girl na, baka sila. Kasi parang, di ba, girls,
correct.
go out together na parang walang mag-iisip sa inyo na baka may something sa kanila. Unlike pag sa guys.
Correct.
Parang pag guys, dalawa lang sila lagi magkasama. May baka sila. Alam mo yun?
Yes.
Tapos
So,
wala
ayun.
friend.
Okay.
Right?
May factor naman. So, welcome to join in Doxy, the partner. hindi na napigilan ng sarili niya.
Oo, hindi not into yung sarili ko. Parang biglang
okay lang, go. In your dog, go lang.
Come here. Abu J, come here.
Actually, totoo nga yun, no? Kasi kung parang lalaki, usually, mas butt of all jokes pa nga din pala lagi. Agad.
Parang yeah, totoo.
Oo.
Correct, yung double standard, di ba?
double standard.
Girl, di ba? Parang dalawang babae mag-CR dun sa bahay. Walang mali siya, di ba?
Walang mali.
Pero kung yayayain mo yung kumpare mo na mag-CR kayo, di ba? Ang dami magtataas ang kilay.
Samantalang girls parang na normal na yun. Na parang, samahan mo naman ako sa CR. Walang ka.
Tsaka girl, pag tayo, baka mag-invite na tayo ng tol, CR tayo, baka invite mo na zombag ka na kaagad, di ba?
Yeah, kaya nga we took advantage of that. We would always go to the CR of McDo. Wow, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Also, since na-brought up na natin yung relasyon din, yung difference ng relasyon ng lesbians, kasi I know you're not comfortable with the term.
Okay. You can go ahead.
At saka, kasi iba nga yung dynamics ng female to female din talaga. Kasi Doc J, sorry to out you din sa isang character ito, most of your previous relationship weren't really into gay relationships. Ikaw yung first girlfriend usually. Tama ko?
That's true.
Yeah.
So, ikaw yung nagko-convert sa kanila. Charot. Di ba? Kahit si Doxy, di ba? Ikaw ang first girlfriend niya.
And a fact, like sa lahat ng naging girlfriends ko, there was only one, the first that did not get married to a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else with me.
Lalaki na.
Yeah. Good luck, Chuck. My friends would call me Good Luck, Chuck. Do you guys remember that movie?
Yeah. The after the relationship nila, nagigit kinakasal na sa someone.
So yes. So lahat.
So
thank you for your service, no?
So I mean, siguro my question would be, I'm not saying naman it was intentional or you're converting someone is parang part of your agenda, kumbaga. So,
parang paano nangyayari yun? How
nangyayari na lang yun? Or parang do you just go with the flow din? Or ano ba? Or how, I mean, sa lahat ba ng, ito na siguro, sa lahat ba ng previous relationship or previous encounters mo na alam mo na lahat sila ay would convert? You mean term? Or parang were you just
and you would bend?
Or parang you just, alam mo yun, parang may conscious effort parang, nako, I like this girl. I'll try to, I mean, siguro hindi naman sobrang naka-distinct na parang I'll convert her. Or alam mo yun, pero
walang gano'n na parang i-bend ko siya, I'll make her gay. Parang ano lang, so when I like a girl na parang, sabi ko nga sa'yo, lahat ng naging relationship ko, though may mga short, it was very genuine and sincere. So every time na, like for example, may nagustuhan ako, na sobrang grabe ko silang i-woo, like I'm talking about, love letters, flowers, talking on the phone, conversation. And I guess these are the things na parang siguro, hindi ko naman generalize things na maybe hindi nila na-experience sa iba nilang relationship. So very, very intimate. When I like someone, I'm so intimate with them, I just shower them with so much attention.
So meron talaga may effort ka talaga.
Effort talaga. Writing poems, I would like make poems for them. I would draw stuff for them. And when I had the money, I would buy flowers for them. I would just everything. Alam mo yun.
So sa totoong buhay, baklang-bakla ka lang din talaga.
So and then with all this relationship, it's always sa una it's always an issue with them. I cannot go into this relationship. Always like that. Lagi nilang sinasabi, lagi silang mayroong dilemma na parang ayaw nila, I'm not gay, they always. And then when I walk away,
namimiss ka nila, ganon.
Parang ganon.
So can we ask Doxy na rin? Since na brought up na Doxy, hello. So, di ba, so, I mean, we've mentioned din naman na you are not fully out pa rin right now, di ba?
Yeah, with my
So,
parents, yeah.
so with your parents na lang talaga. Pero sa ibang friends na, yun nga, sa ibang mundo nyo. So, what made you, realize din na parang, ay, I'm gonna, hindi ba parang dive in or give this a shot? Kumbaga, may ganang moment ba?
Wala akong ganun na moment.
So, ano nangyari? Ano nangyari?
Parang kasing parang feeling ko, kasi nung time na naging kami or naging close kami, paalis siya. Papunta siya ng US. So, parang I just went with the flow. Sakto nun, parang I was not in a relationship. Parang nagdi-debrief ako from everything kasi I was graduating from med school that time. Hindi namin pareho actually in-expect na magtatagal kami. Kasi di ba, long distance. Like for 6 years, di ba?
Yeah.
So parang hindi siya love at first sight na kami na talaga, we're gonna make it work. It was just a slow process na parang uncovering, na parang, alam mo, unveiling of this, na discovering. We grew na parang together.
Pero Doc, since ito kasi yung parang first relationship mo, I feel like, meron bang moment na parang, did you even encounter that you think that you're gay or that you would be gay? O may ganung moment ba na parang pag pinasok ko to, wala bang fear of that or
wala actually. Wala.
Iba pag babae parang iba talaga di ba? Parang mas free flow yung babae, no?
Naninibago nga ako.
Wala. Kasi alam mo siguro dahil parang I've been through so many guy relationship na parang I'm done with these guys. Parang alam mo.
May ganung factor.
Parang yung gusto mo in a relationship. Para talagang nakita ko with her.
Yes.
Ganda naman, Doc J.
Doc C, if you don't mind us asking, maybe you can provide, a brief background, like how you guys meet, tapos how you ended up with with the LDR setup until eventually, you got married.
A question, sino unang humingi ng number?
Kasi alam mo, sobrang popular niya sa school.
Wow.
Kasi ako dati, parang
Kasi you are a year lower, right? Tama ba?
3 years.
3 years, okay.
Nag-graduate na ako. Tapos minessage ko siya actually. Because actually, hindi ko alam na gay siya. Sa totoo lang. 100%. Hindi ko iniisip na, ano ba to? Nag-girlfriend ba to? Kasi ang nakita ko sa kanya is parang sobrang galing naman itong tao na to. So parang minessage ko siya na parang tips for board exam. Walang landi na.
Okay.
Parang yung purpose lang is really to like know na ano ba yung bakit ba to nagtapon ng ni-review nito. So parang doon nag-start yung closeness. Talaga. Pero siya daw, nung feeling niya na nung time na yon is crush ko siya. Feeling. Pero ako hindi ko talaga alam na gay siya. As in, hindi. Yun rin yung feeling ko na kaya sinasabi niya na, di ba kanina sinabi niya sa inyo na constantly siya nag-out. Yun din feeling ko yung mali. Ay parang yung mahirap when it comes na parang hindi ka stereotype na
lesbian.
Kung yung itsura ng lesbian na parang boyish. If people will assume na parang, alam mo yan, may boyfriend ka ba? Or parang pag sinasabi kong married ako ngayon dito, your isasabihin nila parang, so anong work ng husband mo? So parang alam mo, nasa stereotype din kami as parang looking so feminine. Alam mo like siya, nung kakadating niya dito sa US, mayroon pang nag-a-ask na guy ng date sa kanya. Alam mo yon yung parang hindi ka kasi na stereotype as ay gay. Mukha ka tong may. So yun.
Pero so Doxy, so you're still not fully out with your parents, pero meron bang moment na parang you're fully comfortable na calling yourself someone who is gay or queer?
I am. Ever since naging kami, I am comfortable already.
Mas mas kay Doc J, no? Diba?
Oo, yes. Parang nung naging in a relationship kami, parang I embraced it na, kasi nga, di ba, parang wala na kasi I've been with guys already. Di ba? My life from high school, di ba? Alam ko na, alam mo yon, hindi na ako nag-second guess sa sarili ko na gusto ko ba girl, gusto ko ba guy. And hindi naman parang, like, hindi rin ako yung level na parang kung nakita ko ng girl, ay, ang ganda niya, na-attract ako. Parang na-attract ako with her, sa mind niya, sa personal siya. Ewan ko kung, ano mo yon, hindi ako yung yung gay na parang nagkaka-crush din sa other
So
girl.
parang so parang yung level of queerness mo, if you're being more specific, mas pansexual ba yung term doon? Yung mas sa personality na attract, hindi sa gender? Ang tama ba yung term ko? I mean, kasi ang dami na ngayon, di ba, mga spectrum, di ba? Di ba?
Ang dami na label.
Ang dami ng label, di ba? Yung parang, anyways, yun nga.
I mean, but answering that, parang I will never be with a guy. Alam mo yun. So, does that still make me a pansexual if...
Yes, totoo naman.
Okay, so manghang-mangha ako sa inyong dalawa.
Hindi kasi, di ba, parang, sabi natameme na tayo, naingit na tayo sa buhay ng mga lesbiana.
Yun nga, parang napaka-idea ng...
Doxy, I mean, you can answer or not kung ano lang din. Para lang kasi was coming out din yung topic namin. Do you see yourself coming out to your parents? If you don't mind me asking a question, kasi yun yung parang
kulang eh.
Parang yung kulang, di ba?
Of course. Yes.
So ano mo dyan? Anong ano mo? Do you plan it? Or do you just wanna go with the flow then? Or
No, I plan to come out. Ang hirap kaya magsinungaling. Ang hirap mag-lie sa parents. You know, parang yun, whenever, parang pag iniisip ko yun, yung alam mo yun, na parang ang sakit din for me. But parang kumbaga at one, on the other end is, ayoko din na to hurt them. But I know na consciously na by lying, I'm hurting them already, di ba? But also like protecting them too. Kasi alam mo yun, parang in our province, ano sila, parang, di ba, family of doctors kami, so doctor sila pareho. So, parang kaya ang hirap din for me to practice there. Alam mo yun, yung pinoprotect mo rin sila from pag-usapan ng other people. Na parang kasi, ano ko to, journey ko to eh, parang, alam mo yun, and I'm trying to own it, na at the same time, pinoprotect ko sila from that, na hindi naman nila deserve na machismo. Okay lang na ako.
So for the context of our listeners lang din. So you are living together, hindi ka out. Anong sinasabi mo sa parents mo na anong setup mo? Parang kumbaga, alam nila.
I'm here in the US, like striving hard to attain my residency. My dream.
Pero do they know Doc J at all, or is or wala, or ano?
They met her but they don't know anything na parang magkasama kami, ganun. No, not yet. But I plan to be na mag-out pag nakapag-training na ako. Kasi at isang reason din is I'm protecting also her. Kasi syempre, di ba, parang coming from a family of doctors, by this time, supposed to be in the Philippines, specialist na ako, nakapag-residency na ako. So parang yung mom ko is very, very, very like disappointed and parang very gina-question niya na bakit ka nag-aano dyan ng dream mo in the US? Parang, you manahin mo yung practice namin here in the Philippines. By this time, yung mga anak ni ganito, specialist na. So parang, I'm just waiting for that time. Para hindi ma-associate na, kaya pala hindi pa siya specialist. This relationship is preventing her. Di ba? Kaya pala na-delay siya sa career-wise. So,
kasi naloka sa love life. Parang may gano'n.
Reason, it's not because na kinakahiya ko yung who I am. Alam mo yon, parang may point na inisip ko nga na, alam mo yon, baka hindi ako naging successful sa career kasi hindi ko sinusunod yung parents ko. Yun dati, yun lang yung parang pinaka naging struggle ko with being in this relationship. Is yun, yung parang feeling ko, I'm being a bad daughter. Yun lang. Yun lang yung pinaka naging struggle ko. But I came in terms. Na-resolve ko na yon, yung inner conflict na yon. Na parang it doesn't make me a bad daughter if I don't follow kung ano yung gusto nila for me. Hindi naman yun kasama sa definition ng being alam mo yun. Pero alam mo naman yung culture natin. So hindi mo din maiiwasan yun.
So before I ask my last question or our final thoughts, Shamsi, do you have any more follow-up questions sa ating guests, Doc C and Doc J?
Actually, wala. But I am happy to actually have met you both. You seem like a really wonderful couple. Obviously in love and totally meant for each other. Nakakamangha.
Nakakainggit, promise.
Nakakainggit, I would have to admit.
I will let you guys know and I will tell that story.
Yeah, sige.
Parang it's something I really like. Also look forward to. Talaga.
So yun nga. So since ang ano natin is parang coming out or coming to terms, do you have any advice sa mga listeners natin? For example, yung mga lesbians
Yeah,
na
who are
or
actually,
who
struggling with the
struggling the
identity.
identity. Kasi usually sinasabi na, we always say that different folks have always different story. Hindi naman pare-pareho ang coming out natin. Ano yung takeaways nyo with your own coming out stories? Or I mean, you're coming to terms with yourself?
Yeah, me, ako, since hindi pa ako out, no, hindi ko alam kung I'm the right person to say this, but para sa akin,
Yeah, I mean, go ahead kasi parang your experience is obviously different and people can learn also from your own experience, di ba?
not being out, like not being out with your parents doesn't make you less proud of who you are. There are parang multifactorial, especially with, lesbians. Multifactorial siya, lalo na pag late na, 'di ba, parang mga med school professional ka na. Parang all that this time parang kilala ka nila as being in a relationship with a guy. So parang para sa akin, if you're not ready to come out sa public, it doesn't make you less proud of yourself. As long ang importante is you know who you are, you accept kung ano ka, and then in your own terms, not in their terms ka mag-out, and it's totally fine.
Yes, Doc
Well
J.
said.
Yeah. I agree. Pinag-usapan namin yan ni Yorme. Yorme kasi ang tawag. Yorme. Alam niya. Na yun nga, that's true. That's true. Na take your time. Alam mo yun, don't be pressured. Ang pinaka-importante is that matanggap mo sa sarili mo kung ano ka. That's the most important. Kasi ang pinakamahirap is struggling, fighting, against yourself. Alam mo yon. First thing is that, kauna-una mong gawin is that figure out kung sino ka. And then who you're going to come out to, it's just really, hindi siya ganon, hindi na siya for me, it's not as important. Alam mo yun, pinaka-importante is tanggap mo yung sarili mo, you have friends that know, your family knows, you don't have to come out to everybody. So, totoo lang. Di ba? You don't have to come out to everybody.
The most important na person na you come out to is yourself.
If just yourself.
Being in terms with
In
yourself.
fairness. Quotable quote, in fairness.
Yeah, diba? Ang galing ng Yorme ko talaga.
So,
Yeah, totoo. That's true, Han. That's very true. Yeah, the most
Kasi
important.
marami na parang out na gay, tapos parang deep inside, parang may struggle pa sila.
any final thoughts, Shamsi? Ano mo? Take away mo sa ating talakan today before we finally say goodbye to our guest?
Ano pa ba?
Pinaprocess mo pa ang information.
Hindi niya in-expect.
Oo.
Ano lang naman, it's very nice to hear such stories. Yeah, different stories from different types of people. Especially with, everybody has different experiences, and and all stories are welcome dito sa channel natin. So I hope sa mga listeners natin out there, if there's anyone there who's willing to share their story, you know, yun nga, may mga panalong sound bites, gaya ng kinadok, di ba? Might as well share sa, use this as a platform.
Pwede mag-refer.
Saan, di ba? Why not?
Nakakaloka.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice to talk to you also. You, and alam mo na I'll do anything for you.
Same ways. So I mean, and for us too, for me and Shamsi, it's refreshing then because sometimes na you live in a bubble na you only talk to your fellow gay friends. So parang, siyempre, iba nga rin talaga. At saka, let's face it, talagang iba naman talaga mundo ng mga lesbianas. Ng mga bakla din. Iba yung dynamics.
Perspective,
Iba,
fresh
iba.
air ito, di ba?
And maybe
alam mo, I always say it nga na for yung mga gays, yung mga men, parang more black and white sila. Ang lesbians is more of shades of gray. Talaga yung, alam mo yun, I don't know, it's always parang ganun ang picture sa akin talaga ng pag sa gays and sa lesbians.
Ayun. So maybe we'll have more talakan for other issues din sa mga para lang maging eye-opening din sa amin, 'di ba? Kasi for sure iba yung perspective niyo, 'di
Parang
ba?
kasi medyo shock na shock kayo sa mga
Hindi kayo ready
sa mga answers.
Hindi, kasi parang bakit sila may wagas na pag-ibig? Bakit may
Parang
mga
sobrang
bakla?
ideal naman. Parang wala man lang drama.
Anyways, thank you very much, Doc J and Doc C, for joining us
Thank
today.
you, Doc.
Guys, I'm not gonna say the names, but thank you so much for inviting us. We hope to be back. Wow, we hope to be back.
Yeah.
Why not?
Tell the coming out story of Doc C.
You will have the
exclusive.
Ayan, o, diba?
Yeah. So thank you very much. Please continue to like and subscribe our channel and hit the notification button for more Talakan in the future.
Yes, and we are also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please follow us on our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
So this has been another episode of Talak-E-Talks. This is Tila-pia. We're back.
And I'm Shamsi Sapsap.
Bye!
Bye, guys!